Hey guys, welcome to my channel, and today we're gonna talk about what should you include in your diet after you have a C-section. Okay, so basically I have done two videos before in which I have mentioned that how can you have a flat belly after C-section, and one I have done how can you increase your breast milk supply. So basically on C-section I have done two videos, like one is for reducing your belly fat and one is how you can increase your breast milk supply even if you have a C-section. Okay, so I already had two babies for after C-section. So with my experience, whatever I've experienced and whatever I've gained through my experience, I'm just sharing that with you all, and I just want you all to benefit from that. Okay, so the foods which you should include in your diet after C-section, as it's a very popular question that what you should include after having a C-section, because the thing is that you have the stitches that need to be healed and you have a lot of pain. I know, I have experienced that, and it's like it's a task to just carry the baby and breastfeed the baby, and along with that you have to take rest as well, and there's so many things going around along with that. So it's like, I know that it is a very important question, that what you should include in your diet after C-section, so that your wounds are healed very easily and very fast, and the time you start breastfeeding your baby, like if it's the first baby, so that time I know there is a lot of pain while feeding as well. There are pains, multiple pains already, but if you are breastfeeding for the first time, you have pains. I can understand that those pains also generate a lot, because you might have blisters, you might have while feeding, there are many issues, like there are a lot of pain while feeding. I can just I know that, and I've experienced that, so I can just relate to that how it goes. So basically, the kind of pain you're going through and the kind of pain you get after breastfeeding, so for all those things, whatever foods I'm telling you just now, if you include those foods in your diet, that pains will be like, you will get a lot of relief from those foods, whatever I'm sharing with you right now. So like, you'll get a relief from pain. These foods, after you include these in your diet, your stitches will be healed very soon, like within 6 weeks the stitches get healed up, but it will be like very soon. The first thing which you have to include in your diet is lentils. Okay, lentils, that is dal. Dal has a high amount of protein, the lentils. So you can include a lot of dal in your diet. Those dals should have chilka on it. That means that you don't have to include chane ki dal, because chane ki dal will be heavy on your diet that time. Okay, so don't include chane ki dal. Okay, include those diets, like those dals like arhar ki dal or moong ki dal. Especially moong ki dal is very good for your body after C-section. So green moong or yellow moong, whatever. So you have to include moong dal in your diet and arhar ki dal. Okay, and they will also be helpful in generating your breast milk as well. They will help you to increase your breast milk as well. So those dals are very good. Moong ki dal, arhar ki dal. Okay, so you have to include dal in your diet. Okay, one time, that is for sure. Okay, one dal you have to include in your diet in a day. Second thing is that you have to include a green vegetable in your diet, and that is daily. Okay, you have to include one green vegetable in your diet, and you have to eat that. It can be any green vegetable, any. Okay, but don't include like cabbage or something. Include like tore or loki, bottle gourd, or torai, I don't know what it is called, but it's like galka or whatever you call it. So that is like something you can include in your diet. Then there is bottle gourd, and then there is karela, even if you like it, or any green vegetable you can include in your diet, but it should be a green vegetable which you're including in your diet. Don't have peas very soon, that is matar. I'm not talking about mutton. Peas you can have after 3 months or something, because they are heavy on your stomach. So you need to have only those foods that are light on your stomach at that time, because you need to heal the stitches. You need to relieve the pains. So you need some light food. You don't have to eat very high uh, that kind of food which becomes heavy on your stomach. Okay, so any green vegetable you can include in your diet, like spinach. Yeah, spinach you can include. And so these are some of the methi. Yeah, methi is very good, too good for your body. Methi, palak. So you can include any green vegetable in your diet. Okay. The third thing is proteins. So in case of proteins, if you are a non-vegetarian, so you can include chicken, or not in a very huge amount, that too in a boiled state of thing, or maybe roasted or something, and even like that, which is light on your body. And you have to avoid oil. You have to avoid oil, ghee, fried foods, and all those things you have to avoid for at least 6 weeks. Like I avoided for 3 months. So basically, even you can avoid it for 3 months if you can. That will be amazing, and that will do the best for your stitches and for your body as well. Okay, so you have to include proteins in your diet. In case you are a non-vegetarian, you can include chicken, red meat, or oysters, poultry, anything you can include. Okay, and if you are a vegetarian, then you need to include cottage cheese, that is paneer, or you can include cashews, almonds, and chickpeas is your chole. Okay, the chole recipe also have mentioned in my this thing on my channel, so you can even go through it. You can just find out that recipe for that chole. That is also very tasty, and you will find it amazing. Okay, and that is also made in very less oil, because my mother don't prefer using much oil. Okay, so you can just go for it. And so basically you need to have protein rich foods, and those foods which have zinc in them. So now I'll tell you the property of zinc. What the zinc does in our body is that it helps to heal the wounds very fast. Okay, so if you're having zinc, it will heal your wounds very fast. So like if you're breastfeeding a baby, and you got blisters on them, or you're getting a lot of pain, so that's why you need to have protein rich foods that contain zinc in them. So protein and zinc both will do a wonder for your body, and your body would be healed up as soon as possible. Okay, so during my breastfeeding time, when I used to breastfeed my first baby, I used to have a lot of blisters, and I used to feel a lot of pain. So basically I eat eggs. I don't have non-veg, but I do eat eggs. So I used to have 2 eggs in a day, and it really does the job. Okay, if you are a non-vegetarian, you can have eggs, or if you're not, then you can have cottage cheese, or as I told you, you can have almonds, you can have cashews, you can have nuts, you can have chole, chickpeas, and you can have baked beans or something like that. So in vegetables also you need to include those foods that those have protein and zinc in them. So these are some of the foods which I told you. Other than that, you can try, you can search for them, like what foods contain zinc and protein in them, what foods, especially zinc, which foods contain zinc in them, and you can have those foods in your include those foods in your diet after your C-section delivery. Okay, so those will be very beneficial while healing the pain and the wounds and the stitches, everything in your body. Okay, so the fourth thing that you can include is chapatis. Chapatis you can have multigrain if you want to, or if you want, you can have wheat chapatis as well, not an issue. So chapatis are a must. You have to include chapatis. If you can avoid rice, that will be very good, as I used to avoid rice for at least 3 months after my delivery. So chapatis are better, and they even help you to increase your breast milk supply. So you can just have chapatis. Chapatis you can have multigrain of jawar or ragi, or include those things, bajra and all in your diet, and you can have multigrain chapati as well, or you can have a wheat chapati as well, not an issue. That will also do the job. So you can have chapatis. Okay, the fifth thing is that you have to include dalia in your diet. Dalia, as I told you, porridge. I have shared the recipe of dalia as well in the link below, and you can even find in my on my channel the recipe of dalia. So you can just go through it, and you can even include that in your diet. That is a mandatory thing which I have after C-section. So that is very good in terms of increasing breast milk supply. Okay, it increases the breast milk immensely, dalia. And second thing is that it is very good on stomach. It is neither fried, neither nor oily. It is sweet, and if you want, you can make it salty as well. You can have khichdi of dalia as well. So you can try dalia in so many ways. If you want to have a lot of, if you want to try other recipes of dalia, if you want some recipes that I should share with you of dalia, you can just mention that in the comments, and I will be very happy to share that with you. So if you really want to know some of the recipes that you can make from dalia, if you are not having a sweet tooth, if you don't prefer sweet, so then I'll share that with you. But if you really like something as sweet like kheer or something, then you should try this recipe of dalia, and you will like it. I guarantee you that you will love this recipe of dalia, and you will include that in your diet. Okay, so you can have that in the dinner thing. You can have dalia, and the rest of the day you can have all the things which I told you can include in your diet. But dalia you need to have, and it will help you in preventing your hair fall as well. Okay, so because I have heard that ladies have they get to the hair fall is very common. It's a very common problem after delivery, after C-section, and when you're breastfeeding your baby, so there is a lot of hair loss, and even the baby pulls out the hair. My baby pulls my hair a lot. So basically, when you're having dalia, it will help you in preventing hair loss also. So it is a very good food. If you include in your diet, it will help you in preventing hair loss. It will help you in increasing your breast milk supply, and overall it will do a very good job on your stomach as well. Okay, so this is a wholesome diet which I'm telling you. Dalia is the best. Okay, so you need to include that in your diet. Okay, I've shared that recipe as well on my channel, so you can go through it. Okay, and the last thing is water. You have to drink a lot of water, because water is very necessary. Our body is made up of 70% of water, so water is very necessary. You need to drink a lot of water, and you can as I have explained that in my last video of how to reduce belly fat. I have mentioned that you can drink the water of ajwain and sauf. Ajwain, that those are carom seeds, and sauf, which are fennel seeds. So you can just boil them in water, and you can strain them out. And then you can have that water by cooling that, and you need to have that water like at least for a minimum of 3 months. Even that will help you increasing your breast milk, as well as your it will help you in reducing your belly fat, and it will do the job. It will be very helpful in your diet after C-section. That will also do the job. Okay, so basically these are all the foods which you should include in your diet after C-section. Like, these are the must. Apart from that, if you think something is good and if you think something is healthy, you can include that. But these are some of the things which I included in my diet, and I really healed up very fast. And both the times I healed up very fast. The stitches were like, when I went to the doctor, that to cut the stitches we have to go after 6 or 7 days. So the doctor, just by looking at my stitches, he just always says that it's too good to be cut, and it's too good to be like your stitches are all healed up. It looks like it's all healed up. So basically these foods help a lot in healing up the wounds and healing up the stitches and everything. Okay, so if you include these foods in your diet, that will be really amazing, and that will do a good job at reducing your belly fat as well, and everything will be good. Okay, so basically this was the thing that I wanted to share with you, because this is a question which has been asked a lot many times, that what do you do when you diet after C-section. So this was all that I wanted to share with you. Just please avoid oily fried foods and your junk foods, at least for a minimum of 3 months. Try to avoid. You can have these foods in your whole life, but if you avoid for the first 3 months, that will be too good for your body and for your rest of the life. Okay, to you will not have diseases, you will not have your health will be good. So overall, this will be a good package if you try these foods, that will be good for your body. Okay, so this was the thing that I wanted to share with you. Thank you so much for watching. If you found the video useful, please do like, share and subscribe, and do share with the ladies who are going through C-section or have gone through C-section or really need help with the C-section thing. Please do like, share and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.